தினம்தோறும் விளக்கேற்ற நல்ல எண்ணெய் இதயம் நல்லெண்ணெய்.
Came to power, tried to win the people's mandate by talking about the extremely corrupt DMK, is now starting to expose itself as an even greater evil, a greater danger force where corruption is just growing rampantly. Just making public appearances and talking about being not corrupt is not going to serve the purpose. The grassroots level corruption seems to be extremely high, and in a video which I had received and I had also posted, it is alleged that a TVK functionary has been demanding money to give a contract from a government contract to award a certain work to one individual of about 1.3 lakhs. If the Chief Minister Vijay cannot even control members of his own political organization, how is he going to bring any change into the system is the question which the people have already started to ask. And it's pretty shameful. And this is not the first charge which is being made against TVK members. There have been several other allegations where people have been asking money at quarries, sand quarries, at stone quarries, where the TVK functionaries have been seen demanding money. There was a TVK functionary who was saying that only people he says should be taken into the 100-day jobs scheme which is being funded by the government. Only his people should be given those kind of jobs. So all this is nothing but corruption in a form which we have not even seen before, and it's really shameful that TVK is resorting to such practices.
In such a scenario today, Tamil Nadu government have introduced a WhatsApp helpline number on departments to display on the WhatsApp.
So this has been introduced only in this circumstance. The circumstance warrants for such an action to be taken, because the Chief Minister, who is heavily reliant on PR and on social media, a government which came to power based on the power of social media is now getting exposed on the very same social media. People have started carrying cameras and taking videos of their own individuals taking bribes or demanding bribes or threatening people that if they don't pay them up, things will not happen. The very same social media which uplifted the TVK has now started to pull the TVK down, and now a PR exercise of introducing a WhatsApp number is being introduced. Let us see if this WhatsApp number actually makes any sense or makes any difference to the governance of the TVK government.
Now to today also we have seen Congress and TVK leaders stating themselves that after TVK government came to power, no crimes, no briberies or no corruption has been happening, is what they say.
The greatest form of corruption we've seen in the last 75 days is the corruption of the temple government land of the Pandey Dandayathapanaswamy Trust being transferred to some individuals. In the olden days, the thieves used to come with masks and knives, but in the TVK government, thieves are coming with stamp papers and pen and forged documents. A document which was refused to be registered during the DMK's regime on the 27th of March has now, after severe negotiations, been registered. And it's very surprising that a deal with a value of 100 crores was not consulted with the district registrar by the SRO before doing such a registration. A land which on clear basis of a settlement deed has been given to the temple, used for the parking purposes of the devotees who come to see Lord Muruga, is now being meddled with, and it's pretty sure that this transaction has happened only with the blessings of the higher-ups. So every individual involved should be pulled up, and this is the kind of government which we are having today. 100 press meets can be given by the TVK ministers and be supported by the helpless Congress ministers, but nothing is going to make a difference. The corruption is a corruption, and this needs to be investigated to the bottom. And every individual, not just suspending the SRO, every individual who is involved in this scam needs to be pulled up, and temple lands belong to the temple. Just because the lords don't have a voting right doesn't mean you take them for granted. We are here to voice out for the people of the state, for the Hindus of the state. The temple land should be given back to the temples and not be meddled with.
Can it be taken like they say that it is being given to a private thing for the goodness for the things of temples, and the money from the private thing?
Why do you need an HRNC department if you're going to give it to the private people? Then hand over the control of the temples to private individuals. Why does the government need to meddle with it and hand it over to the private people? It's the government's job, the HRNC's job, is to make sure that the temple lands are being recovered from the encroachers and the justice is being done. Instead, you're taking and gifting government lands to the encroachers and saying that this is the justice which we are doing to the people there, which is unfair, and this has to be stopped, and this this has to be done with at this point of time.
One final question on 20 days of TVK government. Your
There has been more of PR and promotions done rather than any kind of actual activity happening over the last 75 days. Governance seems to be missing here. Instead, people are talking about Vijay's style of walk and his dressing and his hairstyle, which will have no relevance to the youth of the state. The youth of the state needs jobs, youth of the state needs development, youth of the state needs new roads, new airports, new industries, and creation of an atmosphere where they can thrive in the future. That is what is the need of the hour for the people of Tamil Nadu. But the Vijay's government, which some people say needs 6 months time to understand and to perform, doesn't seem to be needing that same time frame to involve itself in corruption. Corruption seems to be innate in them, and now they have taken tainted corrupt ministers from other political parties into their system, adding to their corrupt value, and this is not going to help the TVK in any way. Only time will answer how long this TVK government is going to last.